alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mark is 59. Mark is 59. Switch up.
That one caught by Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180. 150. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Hey, can't.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got Smith here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, check. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, flicker. He's coming. Double up.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. The throw complete to Beebe. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Cook stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Ring up 48. Crouch. Rose. Hey, can't.
throwing. Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
Cousins pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down. And 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Come on, 180. He's coming. Check in. Come on, D. Check 24. Watch that.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Watch the screen. Mike 34. Scoot. Got one. Alert. Hey, Echo. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Hey, receiver. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check, 59. Where's the hot?
Following the interception, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
What? Twitch. What's he fishing?
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Gun. Check 3. Check 3. Check 59. Mike.
Cousins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Two. Check 30. X3. 218. Chopper. Quick.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. 59, Mike.
Cousins now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Trubisky going up top. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He sends it away. At the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 53 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Quick strip, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
One. Lead up, 48. Hey, box truck. I got you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 40 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Silva. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Got it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Mike 5-4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains. exchange for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Give me that ball. Hey, wahoo. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sandejo. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Vikings 30, Bears 17. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
Now Trubisky to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
55. Check. 55.
Now Trubisky on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go again. Hey, exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we got to get to the box.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Cook. And he loses the... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Trubisky will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago.